members of Congress, especially Republicans, have been critical of the DHS Secretary Mayorkas. He sat in front of the House Homeland Security Committee just a couple of weeks ago, and he caught an earful.
Your failures, your dereliction of duty, your failure to uphold the oath that you took to protect this homeland, it is not a Democrat issue. It's not a Republican issue. It's an American issue.
That was the New York Republican Congressman Anthony D'Esposito. He joins us live with his thoughts. Congressman, you got us. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. You there?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I guess this is the 2023 version of an interview in the car via Zoom, but we'll take it. So the DHS Secretary is down at the border. What do you make of it?
Too little, too late. I visited the border twice. The first was during the campaign. The second I visited probably a couple of months ago. And I will tell you this, when you speak to the Customs and Border Patrol agents, and I have a unique way to have a conversation with them, being a retired member of the New York City Police Department, serving as a detective there for over a decade, I could speak to them cop on cop. And as I mentioned in that hearing that we had with Secretary Mayorkas, they don't like him. They don't like his leadership. They don't like the way that he's treating them, and he doesn't like the way that he's undermining them. And quite frankly, he's putting them and their families in danger, and it needs to stop.
I wonder, the Biden administration has made some changes here in the past week or so, just to tick through some of it. A deal with Mexico on a 60-day surge to take on fentanyl, or to take on traffickers. Regional processing centers being put in the area, starting with Guatemala and Colombia. 1,500 DOD personnel going down to the border to help out CBP. They say they're going to expedite processing, emphasize the fact that if you're turned away, there could be a 5-year ban. Is that enough? Are they doing the right things? Do you think the administration is moving in the right direction here?
Well, it's about time that they're doing something, because we've heard for months now, whether it was our vice president, who is the czar to the southern border, or our president, the administration, that the border was secure. There was no issues down there. Now, all of a sudden, they're sending DOD personnel. Secretary Mayorkas flat out told us that there is operational control at the southern border. You're looking at videos that I took with my own camera. That doesn't look like operational control, nor do any of the videos that we've seen over the last weeks and months. There's a real problem down there, and the fact is that they've ignored it. And the one time that President Biden visited the southern border, it was set up. I mean, he went down there, everything was cleaned up, there was no issues. It looked like Main Street USA in Disney World. That's not the way to go down and visit the border. If you want to visit the border, you need to go down there and talk to the people that are each and every day along that route, and they're dealing with this, and they need the resources, they need the support. And you know what they really need? They need a leader that has their back, and they don't have their backs.
Congressman Bob Cusack with The Hill, do you think that there's pending legislation that would calls for the impeachment of Mayorkas? Do you support that, and do you think that's going to hit the House floor of this Congress?
Well, as someone who has taken a few oaths in his life, one being a member of the fire service, two being a member of the New York City Police Department, and three as an elected office, I take those oaths very serious, especially his, to protect and defend our homeland. And quite frankly, he's failed at it. He's taken that oath and he's laughed in its face. And yes, I believe he needs to be impeached and he needs to go.
All right, well, we'll see where that goes. Congressman D'Esposito, thank you very much. Drive safe. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.